This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
She was such a good girl, you know. She always came to practice and was upbeat and on time. She was just this amazing setter and always there for us and pulled our team together.
Yeah.
Really quite a good player. And then something happened to her. She heard a speech from Denichi and she hasn't stopped pledging.
That Denichi.
She comes to practice and her mind's not there and she can't focus. And you know, it used to be bump set spike, bump set spike. Now it's doorbell, pledge. Doorbell, pledge. She sold her pledges.
Welcome to St. Patrick Regional Secondary, a world-renowned school in the heart of Vancouver, British Columbia. Yet, beneath its quiet, modest surface lays a pervasive subculture that for decades has been enabling lifeblood for the school. This documentary will attempt to get to the heart of this, of why so many students take pledges. I'm on the grounds of St. Patrick's Secondary, where I hope to speak to students about their pledge-taking habits. So, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 10.
In grade 10? And when was the first time you took pledges?
Elementary count?
Yeah.
Oh, then like forever.
Did you ever try getting pledges at work?
Well, if my boss knew, I'd get in trouble, but sometimes I sneak it when he's not looking.
What grade are you in?
Grade 8.
Grade 8? And when was the first time you took pledges?
Probably kindergarten in St. Augustine's.
Who were the first people that you got the pledges from?
Oh, they're my next door neighbors.
Who were the first people that you got the pledges from?
I'd probably say like my mom's friends and stuff, and the last people I'd ask was probably my parents.
And where do you get these pledges usually?
Oh, around town. Around my neighborhood.
As with so many illicit activities, protection of one's territory is a vital aspect of pledge taking. To learn more, I've caught up with two hardened pledge takers as they work their turf.
We've been pledging here ever since we were in kindergarten. Everyone calls us the undefeated, because we'll never take no for an answer. We can't tolerate anyone who comes on our turf, because we mean business. Look at this scene, kid. Will this pledge sheet? What? Because we mean business.
To understand the magnitude of this epidemic, I've sat down with a lady who's been victimized in her neighborhood.
They have been coming for years now, you know? They look the same with the green uniforms and little Filipinos. Sometimes I can't even tell which one's which, so I pledge and pledge. But you know what I do sometimes just to stop? I close the lights, I close the door in their faces, and if worse comes to worse, I take my chinelas, my sleeper, just to chase them. You are very, very lucky I'm even talking to you right now, in my garden. My beautiful flowers. Anyways, I can't house this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna call my daughter, okay? Ginny!
So why is pledging so dangerous? I've spoken to a medical expert to find out the physiological effects. Mrs. Wong, what effects do taking pledges have on the brain?
They affect your pleasure center, causing dopamine to be released. It's kind of like petting a dog. Nice dog, about 20 milligrams of dopamine. Ugly dog, 10 milligrams of dopamine. But pledges, 300 milligrams of dopamine. Your brain can't live without it now. Pledges are fantastic.
Well, Mrs. Wong, have you ever taken pledges before?
Sorry?
Have you taken pledges before?
Yes, when I was in high school, but everybody was doing pledges at the time, and we just needed the pledges so much. So I haven't touched a pledge sheet since then.
Unlike Mrs. Kathy Wong, a former student of St. Patrick Regional Secondary, a rehabilitated pledge taker, not everyone is as lucky. Meet Jenny, a recovering pledge taker to whom everyday life is still a struggle.
I'm a graduate from St. Pat's too, and I just can't believe how many people come to my house asking for pledges. And like, I know I've been there and I've done that, but just seeing their faces, and it just reminds me of what I used to feel like, and I was so happy back then, and I don't want to be connected to that anymore. And sometimes I even try to avoid them, like I tell them that I don't speak English, and I point to the no soliciting sign. I just can't handle it anymore. Seeing them so often, they're so happy and so eager to get pledges, and I want to feel that high again.